Hello everybody watching Manchester View. Here we go, exclusive Manchester United and Manchester City. 1. Quenda. 2. Marcus Rashford. 3. Mathys Tel. 4. Garnacho decision. 5. Nico Gonzalez to Manchester City. Transfer deadline day is officially here, and clubs across world football must now act quickly to finalize their dealings before the window shuts. Manchester United are waiting to complete the signing of Patrick Dorgu from Lecce, but Ruben Amorim has been working hard in the background to complete another transfer. Amorim is set to raid former club Sporting CP to sign Giovanni Quenda in a deal worth at least 60 million euros. Indeed, the deal is already completed, according to a report from Ebola, which indicates that Man United have already snapped up the 17-year-old winger. United's interest in Quenda predates Amorim's arrival at Old Trafford, and even if they wanted to sign him during this transfer period, they could not. Quenda, who was given his professional debut by the Red Devils boss, is only eligible to leave Portugal when he turns 18 on April 30th. Amorim's decision to move to United did, however, sharpen the Premier League side interest in the player. David Ornstein has cast some doubt on the report, indicating that the Old Trafford side are yet to make a formal offer for Quenda, but confirming that they are looking into a move via. What will Man United pay to sign Quenda? Manchester United are set to pay an initial 60 million euros for Quenda, who is under contract until 2027. Sporting had hoped that they would be able to drive this figure up to 100 million euros, which is the value of the player's release clause. Instead, there will be bonuses to pay on top of this figure, while it is said that the Lisbon club will be able to claim a percentage of any transfer fee the Premier League club receive for him. Ornstein, meanwhile, says that Man United want to do a deal around the 40 million euro mark, considerably lower than the price being reported in Portugal. Where will Amorim use him? Amorim's long-term plan for the teenager will be interesting. There is little doubt that he sees the vibrant attacker as an important figure in his 3-4-3 system. It was under the current Man United boss that Quenda started to play as a right winger, yet following Amorim's departure from Sporting, he has been increasingly used on the left. Stats: all tournaments, 2024-25. 34 games, 2 goals, 6 assists. This ability to feature off either side will be valuable to the Red Devils. Quenda has 2 goals and 6 assists across 34 appearances for Sporting this season. Tel decision, Garnacho U-turn, new Man City target. Fabrizio Romano has dropped the latest news in the window, with Manchester United, Chelsea, Arsenal, and Manchester City all active. Tel says no to Spurs. Man United in the running. Bayern Munich striker Mathys Tel is shaping up to be on the big stories of the closing days of the transfer window. Romano has outlined the position of the 19-year-old Frenchman, revealing that Man United could yet land the striker who has turned down Spurs. 60 million euros signing confirmed as Rashford offer made. It was a crazy Friday for the Mathys Tel saga, Romano told his YouTube channel. Daniel Levy, the chairman of Tottenham, decided to travel to Munich to meet him and his agent, but Tel decided to say no to Tottenham. Now he's assessing all the options for his future. One of the options is to stay at Bayern. My information is that Mathys Tel alone with an option to buy is a possibility. Man United are very interested in this formula. Let's see if Arsenal decide to enter the race too. Ollie Watkins. A very strong message from Unai Emery, saying he will not leave Aston Villa. So let's see how Arsenal decide to react. Rashford to Villa. Man United exile Marcus Rashford could be offered an unexpected route out of the club via Aston Villa. Romano said Aston Villa were also calling Tel in recent days. They've sold Johan Duran, and they need to make signings. What's going on? Aston Villa are focusing on different players. We know Joao Felix is super appreciated by Unai Emery, but the salary is the crucial part. There are more clubs interested in him. Emery is insisting like crazy for Joao Felix. Then there is Marco Asensio. There was contact yesterday, today, in the last 24 to 48 hours, with PSG and the agent Jorge Mendes. He will travel to England. Aston Villa also asked for conditions on the Marcus Rashford deal. He is a target for Aston Villa. They started some contact with Rashford's camp to understand the conditions of the deal and whether the player would be open to the move. First contacts have taken place. Let's see what happens, but Rashford is a target for Aston Villa. Guardiola targets another Man City signing. Manchester City are exploring a move for Porto midfielder Nico Gonzalez. The Athletic reported earlier this month that City were considering whether to continue their January recruitment by adding a midfielder with Juventus' Douglas Luiz, one of multiple options being considered, and Gonzalez, 23, has emerged as City's primary target. Advertisement. City do not want to pay the player's reported release clause and would instead prefer to negotiate a lower fee. The payment structure is currently where the biggest adjustments will need to be made if the two sides are to reach an agreement. Pep Guardiola's squad has been short in midfield since losing Rodri to a serious knee injury in September. Gonzalez spent the majority of his youth career with Barcelona and made 37 senior appearances for the club. Barcelona have a 40% sell-on clause as part of the €8.5 million deal that saw him sold to Porto in July 2023. Gonzalez has gone to make 68 appearances in total for Porto, including 29 in all competitions this season. A central midfielder capable of playing more defensively as well as closer to the forward line, he has scored 7 goals this term and added 6 assists. Gonzalez is yet to make his international debut but did play 9 times for Spain's under-21 side. City have had a busy January adding central defenders Abdulkadir Kuzanov and Vitor Reis from Lens and Palmeiras respectively, and Eintracht Frankfurt striker Omar Marmush. Fourth in the Premier League table. City are next in action against Arsenal on Sunday. Manchester City have been very busy in the January transfer market, and their spending spree may not be over yet, with Romano revealing they are still chasing one more signing. Nico Gonzalez, the former Barcelona midfielder, 23 years old, is a new target for Manchester City today. They approached Porto on Friday. It's been a crazy day for Porto because they sold Galeno to Al Ahly. They were very busy with that deal because the Saudi market was closing. So Man City respected the timing of Porto. They started with an approach. His release clause is €60 million, but Barcelona have 40% sell-on clause on Nico Gonzalez. Now City are in negotiations. Nico is the priority of City in the midfield. Another player they considered was Sergi Altamira. He's more of a playmaker than a number 8. Stats Porto. Liga Portugal BWIN. 2024-25. Points 17 games, 5 goals, 3 assists. All change with Garnacho. While Rashford's future at Man United remains in serious doubt, Garnacho looks increasingly likely to stay at Old Trafford. It's important to underline what the manager of Manchester United said about Alejandro Garnacho. He took a strong position in public, Romano said. Remember what he said 2 or 3 weeks ago, that he wanted to see more from the player in training sessions. He was left out of the derby. Now he's very happy with Garnacho. The message from Amram is completely different. The body language of Amram is completely different. Now Man United internally confirmed that he is open to keeping Garnacho at the club, with Napoli interested and Chelsea trying. There's absolutely a chance that Garnacho stays at Man United. Dorgu jets in. Romano has confirmed, meanwhile, that Man United are finally poised to complete their first signing of the window after a frustrating delay. On Saturday morning, go to Flight Radar and check the arrival of Patrick Dorgu in Manchester. As I told you 2 days ago, now the schedule is confirmed. It's a here we go already. The deal was completed at the beginning of the week. It's €30 million plus €5 million in add-ons, he said. Very big chance, for Sesko. Romano has confirmed that there is a very good chance that Arsenal will sign Benjamin Sesko, but not quite yet. I fully expect Benjamin Sesko and Xavi Simons to be 2 of the big stories of the summer, but for Sesko the January transfer window is over. Both have a very big chance of moving. Sesko will be one of the big targets for Arsenal in the summer. Chelsea appreciate him too. Arsenal tried to understand the situation with Sesko in January. Manchester United forward Marcus Rashford closing in on Aston Villa transfer after £64 million deal. Rashford looks set to leave Old Trafford after talks progress between the two sides. Manchester United forward Marcus Rashford is closing in on a loan move to Aston Villa. Sources say a deal for Rashford to join Villa on loan for the remainder of the season is progressing ahead of Monday's 11 p.m. transfer deadline, but there is optimism the move will get concluded. Rashford's representatives also held discussions with Tottenham and West Ham United earlier in the window amid his desire for a new challenge. Villa have automatically qualified for the round of 16 of the Champions League and can offer Rashford knockout football in the competition for the first time since 2022. Rashford has not played in United's past 12 matches and has been omitted from their matchday squad in all but one of the fixtures in that sequence. United head coach Ruben Amorim last week suggested that he would rather play his 63-year-old goalkeeping coach, Jorge Vidal, than Rashford or any other player who is not giving his maximum in training. Amorim softened his stance in midweek, but stressed Rashford must change if he is to have a future at United. Thanks for watching my videos. Please subscribe for more updates.